Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm MaryAnne and you are watching MaryAnne's Mystic Mentions, and welcome to your daily Sun Sign Love Connection reading. Today's featured sun sign is going to be Cancer as we're going around the zodiac wheel, and the highlighted connection for Cancer is going to be done right in front of you, and then I'll post it so you'll know. But then remember, I'm going to do 3 specific category readings and messages, I should say, with the Gilded Tarot this month for the highlighted connection, and then I read an individual tarot message for every other single zodiac sign in connection with Cancer today. So somewhere along the line there, you should be a part of that, and I hope you are. That was my intention. Well, it's right on the cusp. That's very interesting. So I'm not going to be able to do both, but it's leaning a little bit more towards Virgo. So we're going to go with Virgo. And I almost am positive. Let me just check right in front of you. Because I say that and then I'm thinking, because of the way time goes so quickly, I'm actually thinking from a month or so before that. So for mid-months, the last Cancer reading was with Libra. And then for the beginning of the month, it was Leo. So I'm correct. Thank you. See, Mercury going forward for me helps a lot, though it doesn't take away stutters and, mistakes. I'm not saying that. But it helped my mind to be a lot clearer than it had been. And those that were following me, I love you so much. Thank you for that. You know what I'm speaking about. It's not just me. I do want to preface that, but all that's definitely changing and it feels fantastic. So the 2 featured, the highlight will be Virgo and Cancer, and I love it. I absolutely do. And I've mentioned that many times. So first of all, welcome to my channel, and I'm grateful as can be to have you here. And today is November 25th, 2020, and I send you incredible love, light, healing, joy, and just, happiness, because as a Reiki Master Practitioner, I send morning energy to the globe, and of course you're a part of that. And just knowing that, Reiki energy definitely can travel the world. That's what's so beautiful and special about it. And then I got a really important download this morning in meditation that, with my cards, which I did prior, but I'll do this moment, is also sending a special Reiki energy healing into the deck for the messages and all the connections. That just is something that's really important. It helps to kind of balance things and just to kind of bring that incredible healing energy to all of us. So I'm feeling glad that I was told that, and that will be a regular part of my ritual now. So let's talk about Cancer. Cancer is a water sign, and Cancer is ruled by the moon. And Cancer is incredibly deep, intuitive, I want to say feminine duality, because, there's the feminine, the masculine in all of us. But they're definitely known as the feminine sign. And they have such compassion and sensitivity to them. They are ruled by the moon, so they absolutely feel in the sense of being water, right? Which we all have so much water in us. We feel the energies of the moon. We feel its important newness, middle phase, and then, culmination, which is what we're approaching this Sunday, some places Monday, with the full moon partial lunar eclipse in Gemini. So I know, as I'm sitting here with a water rising of my own, not Cancer but Pisces, I'm feeling it. It's a beautiful one. It's a super moon again. It's super powerful. It's going to be seen as a bigger moon for the 3rd time this year. So I believe that's unusual in itself, but everything about this year has been unusual. The beauty of the Cancer is to really feel and sense things, sometimes beyond and before they happen. The psychic part of them is very prevalent. Their dreams are very prevalent, and they get great downloads and messages on how to help themselves, how to help others. They are sensitive and, like I said, very sentimental, greatly compassionate about their family. They hold that in very high esteem. And I've always said family could be your, the family you're born into, your nuclear family, your children, but if they're grown up and you have established even a different sense and a new form of family, that means everything to you. You hold them so dear and tight and almost in a possessive way, right? You want to do everything you can to nurture them and care for them, and you listen. And you're a hard worker too. I mean, it's not just wanting to work with family and being a great homemaker, regardless of the gender. It's really just those that you feel comfortable and trust, and it doesn't have to be a lot. For a lot of us, there's probably in reality, you may have a lot of associations, but the ones that are the most near and dear that you can really feel comfortable and trust for a lifetime, they're probably less in number, right? But they're even more valuable because of it. And that's the kind of feeling you get when you have that energy of Cancer. And so, well, we're in the, this is the featured sign. So there isn't any specific planet in Cancer. We're in the season of Sagittarius. Happy birthday, Sagittarians, which is fire. And we have the, like I said, the full moon on the 30th will be in Gemini, but it's very compatible to Cancers in a lot of ways, even though it's an air sign. It opens up communication. You know what I love this for? Because a lot of Cancers are amazing at communicating, and they have jobs that require that, and they're the top of their game in that. They're very important. It comes very important to them to how they can create wealth and stability and security, because that once again relates to how they can provide for their families and and so on and so forth. But the reality is that this opening up of the eclipse, which has great effects on us depending on what sign it lands in. Well, Gemini is all about communication, all about communicating and opening up, and you have the heart and the emotion side of you, Cancer, that when you're vulnerable and you allow the parts of you to come up and out, it's probably going to just amaze you how free it feels for you, how it can really bring you closer. I feel very strongly, this was a very psychic feeling that I got about prior to videotaping, was that this year for Cancer and for many people, it's interesting because I believe Cancer was, I'm sorry, I'm losing my thought for a second. We're about to approach, Thanksgiving here in the United States, and that's all about family. That's all about, caring and sharing. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of mending and healing with relationships in your family that maybe you haven't seen or spoken to. Obviously, this year has kept a lot of us distance-wise away. There's been ways to communicate, but not everybody has the latest, computer, and there were a lot of retrogrades that shut things down, even with the best equipment, right? We had an eclipse in your sign, Cancer, so I feel like there's still unraveling of truth and answers for that eclipse. And here we have a new one again, right? That will only add to the mix, and it'll be a very, very positive way of expression for yourself. And once again, in communication and commerce and being able to feel motivated, right? And feel like, yes, I've got what it takes, and I'm not going to retrieve in my shell, so to speak. I want to emerge and be seen now. That's what's upcoming this year too. So I love that a lot for you. And then you have Virgo. You're beautiful, and you are a cardinal sign. I have to always say that because cardinal, like I said, they start seasons. There's 4 cardinal signs, and you're one of them, and that's initiating, it's moving, it's creating, and it's innovative, and it's wanting to do things and to see yourself creative in any way that means to you. So that's coming back around, and it feels great, and it's going to go really strongly with not only this full moon eclipse, but then the new moon eclipse in Sagittarius, which will be about higher learning and education and studies and technology and future thinking, things you may not have been so very comfortable with. We're all going to become a part of that, and it's going to better our lives and those around us, and it just goes on and on. It's a ripple effect. I love it so much for you. You have Virgo as your highlighted connection. Virgo is the earth element. As I've always said and will continue to say, water and earth are extremely complementary for each other as far as elements go. There's that grounded, practical, reliable, secure feeling you get with earth signs. There's truth and earnest, authenticity that comes with a earth sign. Now, I mean, nurture versus nature, as far as, if there's specific personality traits in people, where you're like, they haven't been honest. As a general rule, unless you want a specific reading for yourself. You know, this is just the main characteristics as a sun sign that we're reading about. Very, very down to earth, reliable, you know, wanting to help. Virgos are all about helping, and they're ruled by Mercury, so it's about the mind, and it's about study and you know, expansion of our mind and growing and continually wanting to learn and get better and better. Because Virgos are very much about perfection with themselves and then being able to help others, right? They just are probably really hard on themselves sometimes. They work extremely hard. That's where you come in to kind of soften that, you know, with that watery, flowing kind of element that softens them. And, you know, like in the earth, when we plant something, we plant a seed together. You can watch it grow. You can be patient, which is very important and a big part of who the earth signs are. So they'll keep you in that light and in that energy. I don't know, the sign of Virgo is the Virgin. So, you know, there's once again, the just pure of heart, you know, helping for the sake of helping, but not necessarily wanting anything in return. They're wonderful for you. They are there for a lifetime should you choose that. Friendship, romantic, work partnership, whatever the love connection is. Family, you know, like I said, if there's been a rift, if there's been an inability to communicate or see each other, this is the time that you're going to be back together, and it feels so beautiful. I'm actually getting emotional right now, so I love that for you. I am going to now read the beautiful, and then the Virgo is a mutable sign, so they're very adaptable. You know, they can better themselves in many ways. You know, if it's the same occupation or career, they want to get to different levels and specialize and continue to grow, like I said. And they'll help you too, boy. And you know, they're good at organization and all the things that are kind of neat to have if we don't necessarily have them ourselves. We all have attributes, we all have assets, but you know you can get that with this beautiful combination. So let me read to you your 3 major category messages for today. And know that if you're not feeling it this moment, you could the later part of today, or you could definitely feel it by the end of the month. You know, it doesn't always resonate. It has so many variables to it. But I hope it will for you. That's my deepest intention. And Spirit usually works really well with me in the readings, being very cohesive and, you know, synchronistic. So think positive on this. All right, so I will mention exactly what the readings are. Oh, wow. Okay. That's a good one. Now, the first category is over the overall energy leading you to this reading, what I call the catalyst. And, you know, how you two have been working together with this energy. And you have the Page of Wands. So it's all about fire energy. It's about motivation. It's about new starts, new beginnings. You know, we had the new moon in Scorpio earlier part of November. So that still could be resonating. And it's very, very harmonious with other water signs. So I'm not sure what your intention was or what your desires were for either of you. But I know that right now the message is, though it may be new, that things are starting to actually happen. There's that fiery energy, you know, the action-oriented element, which is what we're in the season of, which is Sagittarius. And then we had the moon go into Aries yesterday. And then to couple that, I think in a day or so, if not today, don't quote me on that, Mars goes in, you know, to Aries. I mean, it is in Aries. I'm sorry. It's still in Aries. It will be there till January 6th. So that's its ruling planet. There's a lot of fiery, excited energy of, you know, finally getting things off the ground. Even though it may be new and immature in a sense, right? It has a youthful feeling about it. It could be children. It could be, you know, you seeing them and speaking about having children. You know, it might be a big part of the communication coming up with this wonderful lunar eclipse I spoke of. I love it though. Pages, you know, they bring messages and it could just be something that you're not even aware of yet. It's so new. So keep your eyes and ears open for this. Although I feel like you sense what it is already. And if you're thinking about having children, it could very well be a part of what's happening for the two of you. And I love it. but, you know, feeling very motivated and excited and happy about it. Very positive energy. So I love that a lot. The second category is the possible blessings or obstacles, and you have another fire sign, the Queen of Wands. Wow, that is such amazingly heart-centered, passionate energy. The Queen versus the King is simply the feminine quality versus the masculine, but it doesn't have to be male or female. We all have that within us, right? To keep the balance, to recognize that we think with our heads, and this is more of an action, you know, masculine energy when it's a fire, but when it's the Queen, you've got the combination of both. And they are all about generosity and all about giving and fast and furious in a sense, you know, with that Mars, just very, very determined, very beautiful energy. I don't see it as an obstacle at all. I see it as progression, forward movement, passion, intimacy, and, you know, good times, you know, energy, revival of energy that's been lacking with a lot of us, you know, myself included, still bringing up that momentum. So yeah, this is excellent for you. And I think it is a blessing. And then the third category is finances or physical, tangible things that you may have in your life now, or you're wanting, or you're wanting to know about, right? Getting answers about. And you have the Three of Swords. Now, there's no getting around it. There has been some serious emotional pain and suffering that's occurred. This is very direct, but here's the thing, it's reversed. So this was something that happened not now and not with this highlighted connection. It's something that happened early in the year. It could have happened years ago. It's been felt again. I know retrogrades bring back emotions, people, circumstances. Your sentimentality, Cancer, is, you know, very, very strong with you. So I guess during these holiday seasons, for many of us, we reflect on people we've lost that we love, and it's okay, right? In the sense that they're with us, but crying tears of joy and appreciation and gratitude that they were with us at all is kind of what I'm feeling for you. But knowing that you're going to move forward and you're stronger for it, you have way more opportunities to continue to show and to be loving and to feel the emotions that you want, that bring you joy. So when it comes to money, I'm just thinking, yeah, this is communication. These are the swords. You're willing to talk it through with this lunar eclipse, communication, commerce, conversations, connection, you know, all those things are so, there's a lot of C's in there, aren't there? And you're a Cancer. That's interesting. Yeah, you're letting the hurt leave you, even though that can be very sensitive in ways, you know, because you don't want to feel like you're forgetting about this person or circumstance, but you also need that to go away to open up for the new, right? To allow the new in, to give that space. And it's there for you. And it has to do with communication. So talking about your finances, working through them, getting answers, getting truth, getting professional opinions, you know, institutions may come into play. Listen, I have to bring this up. I always have to say a little something about what's happening so you realize I'm just as human as anybody else, and I never, ever claim to be otherwise. And I had to fill out I was asked to fill out the PPP loan forgiveness loan application, which I had been waiting for because I got a small portion. And I just get to the point where I'm still learning a lot about technology. Obviously, you know that from my channel. This is the year, watch and see. I'm going to change, and you're going to watch. You're going to be blown away. I won't be relying on other people because that didn't happen this year. It didn't come through. I'm going to do it on my own, and if I get luck, or get help, I should say, luck and help, I will be even more appreciative. But it'll happen regardless. I'm moving forward, although it may be slow. And so I was concerned about my application because I really needed to be forgiven, you know. And I got the message, and I had all sorts of things happening Monday and Tuesday and such. And I thought, okay, yesterday, beautiful day, felt wonderful. You know, I just knew it was time. Everything was fired and motivated. And I go upstairs, and it took me all of 4 or 5 minutes. It was so beautiful. because it was such a small loan, I think they were just like, yeah, you're good. We'll let you know if it's not okay. Keep all your documents handy. So that's what I'm feeling, you know, just don't be concerned or too hurt, or don't be down on yourself. Don't be hard on yourself if you're not feeling like you're able to, you know, communicate. Maybe it's coming through for you, and it's going to be great, and finances are going to improve, and there's going to be help, and that's very clear to me. And I don't listen to a lot of the news because it's been so confusing and a little, you know, sad to me, but I know the messages I get with my intuition, as do you, that it's coming. It's absolutely coming. There is help coming. So that's beautiful, and I'm happy to read that to you. So those are the three major category messages for the highlighted connection, and we're going to go around the zodiac wheel for every individual message in conjunction with this beautiful connection of Cancer. And so we go right to Leo. So Leo and Cancer is a fire and water energy combination. And as I always said, this is steamy, passionate, never a dull moment between the emotion and the fire and the heart-centered aspect of Leo, who's, you know, ruled by the sun, you're ruled by the moon, both essentially necessary in our lives, and they always are something we can rely on. Whether the clouds cover the sun or moon, they're always out there for us, right? Yes, something we can really rely on thus far. Maybe I should watch what I say, but anyway, yes, it's gorgeous. You both need that. You need each other in so many ways. You help each other. You harmonize because of your differences. Loyalty's there, you know, caring and nurturing. Like I said, you're right next to each other, so you kind of have that beautiful osmosis energy with each other anyway. There's an attraction, you know. Cancers are extremely kind of old-fashioned in a way, wanting to cater and care, and you know, kind of shy in their way to express that. Most of them, depending on, you may have a Leo moon, Cancer, then that's not the case at all. But a Leo is going to be out there. They're going to devote themselves to you. They're center stage. You're their, you know, their leading lady or man, and it's all about love. It's wonderful. They're fixed sign though, so you know they have set in their ways, and as long as you gently and compassionately help them to be a little more flexible through time or through your relationship, all is good. It's not about changing. We never want to use that term, right? Heaven knows, you know, you can't change people, but you can ask them to be flexible and you know, a little open-minded about things. And I think that's definitely, fixed or not, I think we're all capable of that, especially when there's deep love involved. So your message is the King of Pentacles. Ooh, wow, there's stability for you, Cancer. And, you know, Leo's going to give that to you. They are very capable. Whatever they get into, they want to be the best at it. That's their ego there. That's the sun and their, you know, illuminating energy of positivity and pride and dignity and such. And they're not going to let you down there. And if something comes through or they lose something, they'll simply go and get something else. And it'll be a good transition. They may blow off some steam about it, you know, because they are not afraid to voice how they feel. That's authentic, though. You like that, okay? Just make sure that you can handle it if you're a little extra sensitive, because they don't mean to be mad for any length of time. They're like a marshmallow inside. Yes, I said that. That's right, Leos. I know who you are. You've got it almost looks like the eclipse moon in the back, right? You see the dark and the light. So we had the new moon in Scorpio, which is still probably affecting us, and you've got that full moon coming. It's building. You're feeling it. That's beautiful. That's emotional. I love it. So yeah, beautiful energy for, you know, practical things and just staying cozy and comfortable and mature in your relationship, and how you choose to do things is going to be less extravagant in some ways. Not really, not with Leo. But you know, you'll be sensible for sure. That's the energies that are still coming through till December, I would say, with Capricorn being predominant planets. Then we go to, I'm going to just put that there and I'll turn it over in just 1 second. It wanted to come out. Gemini and Cancer. Well, Gemini was the featured sign yesterday. I love this for the two of you. There's air and water. Gemini is duality sign. There's this changeability with them. They're mutable signs, so that even emphasizes that more. You know, they are action-oriented, and air is their mind and their thoughts and how they communicate, which is what they want to do first and foremost. They're great at teaching and studies and learning and growing and expanding and sharing, connecting once again with this beautiful Gemini full moon being in their sign. If the two of you are working on something or you're thinking together about your relationship or anything, it's going to new heights. I feel it going to bigger, better places. And I think even work-related situations between the two of you, even if you're in a romantic relationship, I feel like you joining forces, because a lot of us have been working from home, and you know, the two of you could do amazing things this coming year, with technology being one of the highlighted aspects of the age of Aquarius that we're entering into, that you've heard about your whole life probably. I certainly have. And it's finally here. So yeah, there's beautiful things. What did your energy say? Wow, the Knight of Wands. Fire. You got a lot of fire going on in this chart, boy. This is messages of action and motion, and it could be incredible prosperity. You know, this is well, we're in Sagittarius season, so you're really feeling the energy and optimism for your ideas and your aspirations, and you know, the changes that need to occur, and the energy that you have to do things is really, really prominent right now. Fantastic. There's, you know, that Aries moon as well today, right? Initiating, new, starting, you know, getting things done, transformations, new cycles. Information, that's what the knights bring. And you know, the Knight of Fire, Wands being fire, is pretty quick. Could be romance too. It could be, you know, the fact that you're with this Leo, and well, that was one of them. But hearing some information about some fire friend sign or something too, something that you both equally know, a family member, something in regards to your relationship. There to give you information that's going to be helpful and useful to you. Positive. We'll keep it short. I love it. Cancer and Taurus. Great energy. The once again, earth and water. Taurus is a genuine sign. Taurus is a down-to-earth element. They are an earth element. They are a fixed sign as well. They are very determined and set in their ideals and opinions, and when they have an idea and they want to work hard, they're not going to stop until they create what it is they need to. And they are ruled by Venus, and Venus is money, it's creativity, it's artistic, it's sensuality, it's, you know, enhanced senses. They love everything. They love life. They love the earth. They love nature. They want to take you on romantic walks in the forest and at the beaches where you love, Cancer. So there's a lot of deep and caring love that'll be there on a long-term basis when it comes to earth signs and Taurus. And yeah, I just feel really good about the two of you as well. So let's see what your message has to say. Okay, yeah, well, this is the this is known as the phallic symbol as well. This is passion personified, the Ace of Wands. It's really, really going into deeper levels and newer commitments in relationships. It's starting a new beginning, even if you've been together for so long. And that happens in relationships. That's what I love about them, from what I remember in romance, is that, you know, you get through some difficult times and you even question it. You're like, I don't know. But you get through it, and then you feel even more in love, even more inspired, even more intimate, you know, whether it's physical or spiritual. It really is beautiful. It's really, really passionate, and I feel really good about this. So do me a favor, if you are new and you are just watching and you're resonating at all with this, please hit the subscribe button and the like and the notification bell, because what you're doing is helping me so very much. And I know there's a lot of people watching, but they don't subscribe, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't know if you think that you have to pay for anything or anything. It's nothing like that. It simply helps my channel to continue to grow. YouTube then does things for me as well. It's a wonderful, wonderful way to show me that you like what you're seeing, because I'll be here for you, okay? And it's free of cost. It's coming from my heart, so that would be a beautiful gesture. And so moving on to Cancer and Aries. Okay, it's the fire and the water, you know. I see it so much, and there's such difference in the energy, you know, especially like I said, with the sensitivity and just this caring, nurturing side of Cancer that wants to do and help and be there for others and listen and calm people, you know, and kind of just smooth the waters, as it will, be more flowy, you know. The Aries, first sign of zodiac, we've got the moon in Aries today. Like I said, if you're not feeling more motivated, and your readings are showing that there's quite a bit of fire happening in you, Cancer, with your connections and even your highlighted connections. So I love it. They're instigating some real innovative and really beautiful transformational energies in you that you've had to keep at bay this year, and that's done. That is done. And then that communication aspect coming on the weekend with the lunar eclipse, things are opening up. You know, whatever form of communication it is, could be through, you know, technology, Zoom, podcast, YouTube, really heightening that. And they're going to help you. They're going to love you and really watch over you. They're confident, they're capable, they're very fast energy a lot of times, and that's something you need to catch up with sometimes. Or, you know, they're just like, they're here and just so out there. And you love it. That's what's really attractive to you, because they're really good people. They really are. They mean well. They're kind of naive and youthful in a way, because they're so childlike in how they're just like, oh, let's go for it, you know. And children do that, or they say things just off the cuff, and they're just like, whoops, maybe I shouldn't have said that, but I didn't mean to hurt you. I was just feeling it, you know. It's real. I love it a lot. So your energy message is perfect. It's the sun. It is, like I said, out of all of this, the beautiful cards, the sun is the most bright. It is the most brilliant. It is the most opportunistic. It's Jupiter. It's Leo. It's confidence. It's happiness. It's joy. It's family. It's connection. It's love. It's best. You know. It's imagination and creativity and everything rolled into one. And that's what you're feeling with this connection. And I'm not surprised, because, you know, Mars was in Aries retrograde. It's been in Aries since June. It's going to be like 6 months total. But 2 months of that was in retrograde, and that's hard for fire signs, let alone Aries, because they just want to keep moving. And they were just like, I can't do anything. It's out of my control, and that's hard. But that's done, boy. And you can feel it, you know, when you're around them. You can just feel how happy they are and how they want to make you happy. Beautiful energy. Then we have Pisces and Cancer, which I love. It is such a beautiful, harmonious, just loving what is the term? Synergy. I think synergy is right? They're just, it feels right. You get each other. You literally, fundamentally, and spiritually, and you're both water, you know. And here's the last sign of the zodiac, right next to the first in Aries. That old soul knowing, that real depth is there, the regeneration, the renewal, the two fish, you know, swimming in opposite directions, going with the flow, understanding the currents of life and the changes that must be, reinventing, right? Making new starts, all of the above. You two can help each other. You love each other dearly. You're very emotionally tied, and you know, words don't even need to be spoken. You could be in different parts of the world, and you psychically sense what each other needs. There's such creativity with Pisces, and they want to be that with you and start something, or, you know, really, I feel like you both really help each other to spur that on in each other. Mutable sign, very adaptable, very caring, and you know, they'll listen, right? And you know about that. You know how important that is. Great friend. You have the Knight of Pentacles, boy. So this is getting together to confirm and ground this relationship and know that it can really stand the test of time, regardless of what's going on this year. You've got information coming in regarding your practical needs and sustenance, like your money, your job, maybe new opportunities coming in. With this new, not new, but, you know, full moon lunar eclipse in Gemini, I mean, that eclipses things in and out instantly. So if you were thinking about a job or wanting to hear about it, or ways to improve your money or invest, that's all part of what we're going to be hearing about with this full moon. And I'm excited, and I can't wait for you, for everybody. You know, we've had a lot of stalls in the communication sector of our lives globally, right? In the present time, with what's really going on. So absolutely beautiful, you know, feeling the security that was very, very unstable this year for a lot of people. So I love that. Then Aquarius and Cancer, I get this combination so much. I've been studying, like I said, for over 40 years, the compatibility of signs, and it's never let me, it just continues to show itself over and over and over in the same ways, the same patterns, for obvious, beautiful reasons. Aquarius is an air sign. Aquarius, we're having all the planets going into Aquarius, right? Starting on the 17th of December, not that far away, after 2 eclipses, transformation, change, right? Initiations, you know, Uranus is ruled by, or Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, so that's absolute change and unexpected surprises, gifts, unpredictability at times, definitely science, futuristic, rules, you know, technology, medicine, I mean, futuristic ways to help. And then the Aquarian humanitarian aspect, the air, the mind, the thoughts, the innovative creativity that's there. This is very attractive to you, and you're all about that. And you're wanting to know, you're wanting to be a part of that energy, and you want to change with the times, and they're there to help you. I heard something that I hadn't heard before, but I want to use it as well, is that, you know, Aquarius is known as the humanitarian sign. It's generally a person, female or male, holding a water that's going out, you know, just pouring out. And that is what I was told is knowledge. It's knowledge to its finest. You know, learning is power and strength, right? And I was also looking at it because I know that they want to help everybody. The Aquarians, you know, they're so sociable and friendly. They're great at, you know, big organizations and you know, working with big groups to make changes that are going to be universal and global and helpful to everybody. So look at the waters, you know, equal for everybody. Everybody gets a taste. Everybody gets to be nurtured, right? Nourished, satiated. I can't even say words anymore. And I thought I was doing well. I mentioned that earlier. Shame on me. Yeah, this is gorgeous. Let's see what your message is. There you go. Well, it's really, really making a difference because you have the 6 of Pentacles. Oh my goodness, that's so beautiful. The 6 of Pentacles is, once again, the practical element of Earth. But it's really, really special because it's exactly what I was saying. It's the law of attraction. It's not only giving, so you may be wanting to give to each other and make sure that you're both being taken care of, whether it be financial, whether you need a roof over your head, food in your stomach, a job opportunity. That's coming to you. 6 is about balancing the daily affairs in the 6th house, you know, health, well-being, work, family. But it's not just about giving, it's about receiving because of the beautiful reciprocation that life does, the currency of life. The law of attraction, when you give, you will receive, you know. And I was just saying that that's what Aquarian wants to do for you, Cancer, but for the world, it's just continually giving and helping everybody. And of course, they end up getting, as a side effect, a lot of beautiful rewards, especially with Jupiter going in Aquarius as well. That only happens every 12 years. So lots of beautiful, beautiful energies. Love it. You know how generous you can be. Now expect to get it back. That's what that message is about. I'm glad I was able to speak that properly. Cancer and Capricorn, that's your polar opposite, Cancer. That is, once again, that wonderful contrast with your polar opposite. That really works, and that most people I've met, I don't want to say 50-50, well, maybe a little more. With the relationships and the readings and all the, you know, the studies I've done throughout time, I think the opposites are almost in the lead about getting along versus the ones that, you know, are very much the same, right? So it's, yeah, you kind of recognize yourself a little more in that, right? This is the one that it's like it's a challenge in a way, because wow, you're seeing new perspectives other than your own, and you're growing from them, and you're needing them because you don't have that. And this is so beautiful. It really, really works in many ways. And my gosh, the earth quality, once again, with Capricorn, like all the other earth signs, it's about stability. It's about security. I mean, they are such hard workers, and ruled by Saturn, Capricorn. That is the taskmaster that makes us restrict anything and just focus like none other, right? So we're having Saturn change signs from Capricorn into Aquarius on the 17th. And it's going to conjunct with Jupiter. I'll talk more about that. But right now we've had Jupiter in the sign of Capricorn and Saturn and all that. So they know from the moment they're in this body that they need to work hard for what they get. And they appreciate the time and effort that it takes, you know, and they're not going to be lazy about it. They're not going to stop midway. They're going to make sure that they persevere, and they're steadfast in their desires, their relationships, their dreams, and they accomplish them. Oh boy, do they accomplish them. And they want to share that with you. And they are, really, really wonderful when it comes to being calm and cool-headed, you know, where you might be overly emotional sometimes, and understandably, Cancer. Like I said, you got that energy of picking up on people's feelings and things, and you're just like, whoa. They'll keep you grounded. They'll bring you that love you need and that friendship. Every time I get a Capricorn or any kind of earth sign, wow, Ace of Pentacles. What do you want to do? This is a new opportunity, boy, and it's going to be big. It's going to be big for a lot of people this coming year. Everything is going to change in ways we hadn't even thought of. It's not going to happen the moment we hit 2021, no. I would definitely be lying if I even said to you I believe that. I don't. But you will feel the change, and it will be a welcome change, and it will be one that will bring opportunities we hadn't had before. What is it you want? Just bring in that beautiful energy of intention, of dreams, you know, and working together, and it's going to be fabulous. You want that security and that trust, you're going to get that. That's what this is saying. So you decide on where you want to go and how you want to get there together. That'll be your special wish. And then you've got beautiful Cancer and Sagittarius. I see this all the time. Fire and water. In Sagittarius season right now. Happy birthday, Sagittarius. You know, mutable sign, very adaptable, extremely attractive because of their beautiful, optimistic energy that everybody wants to be around. They're ruled by Jupiter. They just have that kind of wonderful, I want to say luck, you know, if you believe in luck or not, they tend to know the right people, have the right circumstances, but don't kid yourself. They work hard for everything, and they really set a goal, and they make sure, like with Capricorn and other signs I've mentioned, they're going to reach that goal. They have to travel. They have a freedom and independence streak that's very prominent. That's something you need to work with if you're thinking that, you know, you want them a little bit more to yourself, Cancers. They will be there for you as long as you allow them that freedom or the time to do the exercise they need to do figuratively and spiritually. They are high learners, and they want to share their knowledge with others, and they want to really make changes in this world that are going to make a difference for everybody in a positive, powerful, loving, truthful, philosophical way, you know? Good people, good friends, fun. You'll get adventure. That is for darn sure. And you have the Magician, because that's exactly what that's about. Mastering your lives. With each other, without each other, knowing you have everything it takes. And together, can you imagine whatever it is you're wanting to manifest? Be very careful, because you will absolutely get it. This is very strong. It just gets stronger as we continue on in this pattern that's coming up. And just so happens, you know, we've got that beautiful new moon where we start the intentions, we write them down, and we believe with everything that we are that we will accomplish them. When we have the, solar eclipse in Sagittarius on the 14th of December. So powerful, beautiful stuff, boy. Powerful, beautiful, beautiful energies for you. Then we go with Scorpio and Cancer. Many, many combinations I've seen and connections have been with these two. They're both water. They're both deeply emotional and feeling, people, and transformation is huge with this Scorpionic energy. And we had the new moon in Scorpio. We have Venus in Scorpio. So it's really on right now. If you're in a connection or a love relationship, it's feeling incredibly powerful and beautiful and strong and intense and passionate and physical and all the beautiful things that can happen with everybody, but especially with the two of you. You feel that psychic draw with each other. You feel that just kind of easy understanding. They're intense, maybe more than you are, but you can soften that in them because you get them and they get you. And they're mysterious and kind of very set about their opinions and such, and that's okay too with a lot of people, as long as it's a positive, right? I love people that are determined to make that relationship work. That'll happen with them. They're very, very loyal, and you will not mistake how they're feeling, even though they can be secretive and kind of, internalizing things, with that transformational depth about them, wanting to better themselves at all times and work at it. And it really excites them to have something they can work on and how they can change their life, actually. They know all about life and death and transformation and, new cycles that are evident and constant in a lifetime. Your message is the Queen of Swords. So once again, we have the very evident energy already happening and will continue to for some time to come in regards to your thoughts and your communication, your ability to connect. The Queen is serious. I mean, she's really, really very straightforward. She's very, very caring, but, almost on a serious way. This is something that is so important to the air signs, that there's fairness and justice and equality. And they will speak their mind, and they will definitely be an activist about something that they want to make a change, as long as they feel like it's going to better the people involved and themselves and the relationships. This is the Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. So we're entering into a phase where there will be predominant air signs for the next, 200 years? Yeah, so just a definite change, but beautiful. The ability to talk easier, to express yourself in all different forms with these incredibly new, innovative things coming through in the years ahead with technology and such. Institutions and important messages for, your health and well-being. It's gorgeous, it's good stuff. I love that. And then you have Cancer and Libra. I happen to like that a lot. I do have a water ascendant, but I have a lot of, as a Libra myself, I have a lot of water and Cancer friends and associates. And I love your sensitivity and your sentimentality and just your compassion, your caring, the vulnerable side that you remind me of myself that I need to bring forth at times. And it's a gorgeous connection to have. I really appreciate Cancers greatly. You remind me of my ability to reach and believe in my intuition and the guidance that's always there for us. Your wonderful message is the Ace of Cups. So the two of you are having really beautiful emotional connections now. You're feeling really strong about the future. It's an ace, it's a beginning, it's creativity, it's wonderful, powerful capabilities and utilizing our dreams and our imaginations and all the wonderful things that can come through, and also, just in love, but in every aspect of our life, and working together to keep that emotion there and to keep that strength in our connection. And it's the third eye of knowing, that beautiful intuition I was just speaking of. So yeah, this is absolutely gorgeous. And those are your connection readings for today. And oh my gosh, I am so excited and happy for you. There's a lot of beautiful green for that beautiful stability. There's vibrancy with the sun and the fire energy and passion, and emotion and communication, that there isn't anything negative about this. And that's so beautiful this time of year, right? It's beautiful any time of year. But when we're around family again, and it's starting to open up. And, I love that. So I'm going to read your beautiful oracle messages. And I did incorporate this a couple days ago because I just really want to. And it came to me. And it's quick. And it is the deck of the, did I just put that away? The Motivation Manifesto cards. And that's exactly what it is. It's just that quick little reference and message that's going to bring some inspiration, hopefully, and motivation in your life. This is specifically for the Cancers in this beautiful world, and Spirit, let me pick the best one and the right one for the Cancer. And you have, I won't let others stoke fear in my heart. I choose to remain true to who I am and where my dreams direct me, no matter the hardship I might incur. Yes. Isn't that gorgeous? I guess I did see with your, your highlighter, you had that heart, you had your hurt, and it was about your emotions and how maybe you had allowed others to hurt you in the past, and you're letting that go, and that's what it's saying. I won't let others stoke my fear for the heart. It's the best thing you can do for yourself. Thank you so much. Motivation. Those are Brendan Burchard. I just love them, and they're all different and they're new, and I just had to share that with you. So the next beautiful oracle that was they're also basically new, but they're not as new, is the Psychic Tarot for the Heart. It's so perfect for the love connection readings, right? So once again, your special message just for you, Cancer, and all your beautiful connections and love, no matter what they may be, and also for yourself. Win or lose. That fell out. I don't normally do that. Well, look at this. This is that communication. It is the sword. It's the heart. Being open and vulnerable like you can be, right? And allowing yourself to freely speak and communicate in the way that's going to lift you and evolve you. That's what's happening coming up this year and onwards. So I feel like you're already very much in tune with that, and you understand that, and I'm just kind of blown away that came out or fell out. It's number 5, and 5 is change, and it can be challenge, right? Challenge becomes obstacles that are opportunities. They have to happen in our lives. That's how a lot of us grow. But what the main thing is, so feeling alone. The key words are lack, abandoned, insecurity, and support. Boy, there's a lot of oxymorons in that. True love and emotional support may seem lacking at this time. This card suggests a period of feeling lonely or abandoned. You may think that no one understands you or your needs, or even cares about you. Perhaps someone you turn to for support has deserted you, or a hoped-for love has rejected you. Well, this is interesting, huh? Your insecurities may rise to the surface to overwhelm you at this time. All that you desire may seem unattainable. Wow. Listen to this, though. Don't let your confidence be shaken. There are lessons in everything, and know that this difficult period is only temporary. That must have been that beginning in finances under the 3, but it was reversed, which is temporary, right, or past. Your spirit guides and the divine support you. Talk with them about how you're feeling and what you need right now. Also seek the support of those friends and family who are there for you. Perfect time, right, with the holidays. Help is at hand. You don't see it. You just don't see it. Be careful, because depression feeds upon itself, and that's so true. Lift yourself out of it by doing something physical. Take a walk, exercise, sing, or I like to sing, or even volunteer your time. You will feel better, and in doing so, will attract happiness into your life. Okay, well, this is really important. Beautiful connections, all the wonderful things we can imagine, and then somehow a portion of you are still, something happened, and you're still healing, and you're still, it can't be mistaken. It can't be, it's not something I want to dismiss in any way, because I'm there with you, there's been a lot of things going on this year. So just know that there are people that, and myself included, that want to share with you this amazing constant co-creation of help and support, and ask for that, okay? And it's there for you, and you are meant to be happy. So let's finish it with the super attractor manifestation message, which is allowing and feeling the life that you want into manifestation, into reality, into tangible physical form, right? You can do this. You're very good at this. And I know you've done it your whole life. And I think it's going to be even more potent and powerful right now. So by all means, use your stuff, use your gifts. Got the magician there as one of your messages. So your special, I love this. It comes up a lot, but I understand it. The fruits of God, the fruit of life is what I see here, and the passion color of your second and your root chakras, right? Your passion, your imagination, your creativity, and the stability and the security you get when you utilize that and doing something you love, right? When I'm in tuned to the energy of abundance, I become abundant. And that's the short and the long of it right there. Tuning in, tapping in, turning on, I guess, as Abraham Hicks would say, right? You got this. And I love and appreciate you both, all of you, all two of you watching. You know what I mean? I'm so grateful to have you at all in my channel and be part of my tribe. And, you know, it's just wonderful. I will be back tomorrow, but if I don't see you, have an amazing Thanksgiving. Take it in and love it for every moment that it is. And until next time, take good care. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.